401ks make up a majority of most retirees' retirement plan, but when they get to retirement, they realize that there's a few major flaws to planning that way. Now, if you haven't retired yet, this will be an important video for you. And if you're already retired, it's not too late. Because in this video, I'm going to share 3 hidden problems with 401ks that nobody really talks about. And then the simple strategy my most successful clients use to build the tax bulletproof retirement plan. And then I'll give you the exact blueprint to protect your money from the 2 biggest retirement killers. Now, here's the thing that most people don't think about. The money that you saved in your 401k, it isn't really all yours. Uncle Sam considers it his money too, but it doesn't become really clear until you actually start mapping out your retirement. Our client, we'll call her Maggie, she had reached her financial independence number. She was ready to be done with work and move into this new exciting chapter she had all planned out. But when we started planning her retirement, she quickly realized that the money in her 401k, about 30% of it wasn't hers to use at all. This is what I call the 401k tax trap. You get a small break when you put money in, but you pay the price later when you actually need to start using it. But there's something even more dangerous because it's a hidden tax you really don't see or hear about often, or at least you don't recognize it happening to you. But every year, it's reducing the effectiveness of the money that you put in a 401k and really any account that you have. A normal retirement, it's somewhere between 20 to 35 years, right? But depending on when you retire. And the invisible thief cuts your account in half about every 20 years. And that killer is inflation. So we just need to work in the plan to either keep up or hopefully outpace it. When I was doing people's taxes in many years ago, I remember a couple who was unfortunately going through a divorce around 2008, 2009. And it meant that they divided many of the investments and assets equally, 50-50. And they were not clients of Streamline at the time. They were tax clients. And I reviewed their accounts and I gave them some ideas around investments and strategy and things like that. And it was a scary time for them because their accounts were down 40% at that time, 2008, the great financial crisis. And the wife, Donna, she stayed invested and she was able to get back to her high water mark about 4 years later. The husband, he let his emotions drive the financial decision and moved everything into ultra conservative investments. And then 3 years later, when we were reviewing taxes, he was nowhere near his previous high water amount. Now, that wasn't just inflation, but every year that he waited to invest, inflation did continue to eat away at his purchasing power of the money that he saved. Now, I want to get to some of the real strategies you can use and start applying in your retirement plan today. But first, here's a few other downsides to focusing only on your 401k and building that up. The first one is limited investment options. Many plans restrict you to high fee mutual funds that end up giving lower returns because of those fees. The second one is contribution limits. In 2025, the max is $23,500 or $30,500 if you're over 50. Then number 3 is required minimum distributions. It's a ways off, but when you get to 73, the IRS forces you to take out money, whether you need it or not, potentially pushing you into a higher tax bracket. We see that happen quite often. Number 4 is early withdrawal penalties. We know about that at 59.5 is the date. If you were going to retire before that date, it's harder to use some of those funds. Number 5 is no step up in basis. Unlike regular investments like a brokerage account, your heirs will get really have to pay tax on everything within your 401k instead of getting the tax advantages of some of the other accounts out there. Number 6 is all or nothing tax treatment, right? Every dollar that comes out of your 401k, if it's pre-tax, you've got no control over whether you pay tax or not on that money. You have to. And that kind of falls into the next one, which is no protection from tax rate increases. If tax rates do go up, which a lot of people expect that they will, you'll pay those higher tax rates with every withdrawal that you take, and there's no way to avoid that. Now let's get into some of the strategies you can start to use. And let me know if you're liking this video so far by leaving a comment or giving it a like.